I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees, but I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
I'll take that. The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the... I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells. A pulseborn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Mal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. I would, but you have so many in the...
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 D. The amulet's spirit's granddaughter. She's already gone.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone, thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom. Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. The madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain. You remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward. You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Once again, you feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. What is it? The urge to laugh dwindles. Though you can't help but chuckle. You withstood the monk's madness and earned Tasha's hideous laughter.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse. The morning Lord calls. Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
The corpse is an empty husk once more. The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
He's gone. Well, he was always good for a laugh. At the ready. Right tool will do the trick.
You wish to consult me? There's no space for me. Then let us go forth and conquer.
Seems like a good moment.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Here. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
Let's have some carnage.
Colourful torso, torn. What's inside?
Something over there.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Faceless eater of men. No. Dull cleaning left his dagger. Careless.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Flop out.
The spell's
This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Logan. Don't mind if I do. I think these were the people Father Logan was trying to help.
You might have tried helping a little harder based on the evidence. Eager for battle.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. Swift as my feet can carry me.
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a... You are blessed with several companions as it is. Perhaps... For a while, after the Shadow Curse was lifted, I felt hope in a way that I hadn't felt in years. I thought that nature would heal and balance between it and civilization could be restored once and for all. Yet since we neared the city, I've seen more and more signs that I was being naive. Refugees, orphans, the downtrodden, all being left behind. Perhaps the Shadow Druids were right in their own twisted way. If such sorrows are the fruits of civilization, perhaps there can be no true balance between it and nature. I hope not. I truly do. But the signs say otherwise. That poor girl, Yenna. This city will devour her as sure as any wild predator would do. Be it through malice or just neglect. Her fate will be sealed by this place. Society should be judged based on how they treat their most vulnerable. Baldur's Gate may deserve harsh judgment from what I've seen so far. I wish I knew. Truly. A problem for another day, perhaps. I just hope there is another day.
Here goes nothing. Open up.
Oh.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Master's grace. Why not? We are his adherents. Who would know if not us? Claiming to know the Lord's will is blasphemy. We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
I am listening.
All is ash and meat.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from our...
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Sure. Now turn around and stop wasting my time. Next!
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must...
See the gauntlet for processing.
You're in. I thought we'd be safe.
Unauthorized access to the city is a serious offense. Surrender for sentencing, villain. An innocent mistake. Please return to the checkpoint to receive proper authorization.
No refugees. It is right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet. State your business. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, your party's prior trend. It has heard the howl. It has seen the deep shadows. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers. And the cultists who fell there. The Watchers speak stone.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Recovery in
My
progress.
son. He's only a boy.
Citizens,
You
do
must
not be
understand.
alarmed.
All safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you! Exhausted.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
This way. Hurry up.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Caress is caress. Also has
You there? Need some coin?
Listen,
Don't waste a step.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they... You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Then you're no friend of the fist. No matter. I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
I won't let anything happen to you.
What's that?
Exhausted. You've been pulling on.
Frago's Flophouse.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
But I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Just think.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it.
Just think. Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing.
Hear me out.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Vampire spawn turned into mist. Didn't know they could do that.
It's got private rooms, music.
I don't need any attention right now.
From what I...
And if a
Inventing via.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Love near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the...
The corpse regards you.
Theon, Goldgrass landlord, murdered by my son.
A son who spills his own mother's blood is fated to spill plenty more.
Baldur found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
The spell's power.
Always room for more. A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here. Crossed off. Target list, perhaps. Are those organs in these vials? Yuck. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let fear.
Welcome to the Colors, an oasis of pleasure.
I wish I could taste it better. I mean, to try.
Mate, it's your birthday.
An elf. Such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. Grace, elegance, just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure. You crave penance. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fion slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in a talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Anything else on your mind, sweet?
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? I think it's time you shut your gob, buddy.
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among... I shall slake your thirst, dragon.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots! Order up! Another tankard for the fist.
So distracted recently.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Was that human or assisting in playing his acoustic version of High House of Wonders?
I don't understand why there's such a type for so many
On my way.
You keep scaring your regulars
Well, another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine! If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Right tool will do the trick.
Pleasure isn't just physical. It's...
Don't be afraid. You don't have to think about it.
It will when you've met the drow.
I mean, to try.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Callan. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I most certainly do. Jara is the most valued.
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
What's up for discussion?
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are sane. Time dances on in sequence. The winding path of time evens and becomes straight. With a quiet head, you can once again hear the song of the birds and the wind in the grass. You pluck a flower, and it does not bleed.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
When you've met the drought.